Hi, today I want to discuss about the exam system. I have already discussed about what the CBSE curriculum would do. It would test your logical skills and uh, come up with a mark sheet which reflects totally about your logical skills but without giving up anything about your right brain. But now, something much more important in how marks are important to education. So let us imagine a college. In a college, you do some assignments and give an exam at the end. Usually, the exam has got more marks, so all of this is totaled up, and that shows how good you are. Wonderful. I have no issue with this system. This system is exactly like a post mortem report. You know why the patient had died. You know very clearly. There's no doubt about it, no mistake about it. But if you do not want the patient to die, that postmortem report has no use. So if you want to stay or live longer, what do? You take medical tests, and each medical test would give you some feedback about your health. That feedback is used by you to change something in your lifestyle. So with each medical test and a sum of all medical tests will finally help you live longer, and maybe that postmortem report may not be required, and of course now your postmortem report may be much different. Usually your postmortem report may say died of old age. So compare both. In one you're very definite how you died, in the second you're indefinite. Slowly your organs fail at old age. So the first report is of course much better, but which one is useful to you? The second one, when you regularly take tests. Now coming to a formal lingua that is used for this is formative assessment and summative assessment. Summative is summing up how you did in a subject. It is your final examination. It is summative. Formative is which helps, the feedback helps you in improving yourself. Over a long period of time, most of the universities in the world have changed to formative assessment. Even if the summative may be more accurate, even, I am saying even because it may not be, but even if, for example, take a design college, even if in summative, a jury of the best quality in the world comes and checks your students and gives an accurate report of each student. But what is the use? That student thereafter is not able to change what happened to him. Now talk of an average faculty of a very simple level working with the students. All his work happens and the student passes out with X quality and checked by a jury. But if this faculty was given the responsibility of marking the students at each step, so suppose example, there is he's teaching something like say Photoshop. So he teaches him how to cut pictures, how to compose a bigger area, how to correct the colors, how to apply some filters, and so on. So stepwise for each thing he is marking. And since it is a very small job, marking is not very difficult. So imagine, let us trust that this faculty is able to judge at least this level of knowledge. So after judging this level of knowledge, this faculty may give the student, say, something bigger to work with. For example, he says, okay, son or daughter, go ahead, do one thing, make a flyer for a company or a logo for a company, something like that. Second assignment he could give, say, make a website or an app user interface. Now, these two bigger assignments are where he will or the student will use what he had learned in earlier exercises and create two projects which can be shown to the industry to get a job. Of course, at this stage, the faculty may decide to involve a expert at like from his own department, his HOD, his dean, or some kind of an external who can help estimate what was done. Once this is done, suppose that faculty now asks all the students to showcase their work and invites a jury from outside or again from his system, somebody who's quite expert at that task. So this external jury is, as a third person, will allocate marks which again add on to internal assessment. And also think in this way, during this, if in the bigger assignments, he involves the students to mark each other, to give marks to each other. Maybe in a limited way, maybe you have already seen this in Quora, as this is called peer assessment. Sorry, not in Quora, Coursera, as this is known as peer assessment. So in peer assessment, the student could be, say, giving marks to 5 of his colleagues. Of course, many people may question they may not be fair. So there are ways to check that and the ways to discourage cheating. So if you ask the student to assess himself, the faculty also assesses him and he also assesses himself. Now, if the student's assessment of himself is accurate, he is given some more marks. So, making him more responsible towards himself, also asking him to become a judge. Then, when he gives marks to others, again he could be marked on how good he was with those marks. If he's been accurate, he's given more marks on his ability to judge others. Lastly, if his assignment stands out from the rest, he could be considered as an expert in this field and given a little more marks. So it could be a stepped way of getting marks. Secondly, since everybody is assessing each other, their assessing or critique abilities are getting developed. The question is not always how accurate they are. The question is whether we are helping them become more and more accurate. Because if a jury is judging, how has a student's judgment improved? Nothing. Zilch. So here, his judgment is improving with time. Of course, this can be continued with maybe a small quiz where they can answer multiple choice questions. So now, suppose all of this totals to say 70 marks. Example. So out of this, I understand that the faculty would have given 25. The peers, the co-students, the other students would have given 25. The 25 will come from peer, including his self-assessment. 10 marks would come from an expert jury and 10 marks from an online quiz where no faculty is involved. And another 30 marks coming from an external, which is held after this. Now, another expert may come and he award those 30 marks through a viva and review of work. Now, his work has been reviewed at so many levels and as the marks have come in bits and pieces, how wrong could they be? I'll just give an example on, see, design is anyway about judgment. So, design judgment is akin to, say, pattern recognition. So, hence, anyway, a single judgment is an inaccurate method. Even if it's the highest level of expertise in a person. Even then, for example, he may say this logo is bad. Tomorrow, that logo may sell much better than any other logo. Right? So, do you understand that even at the best level, a jury can also, maybe in 60 students, he can make a mistake in 3 students. Whereas, if the marks have been added in 10 different steps or more, Maybe right now when I was talking to you, there were 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8 plus 3, 11 plus 1, 12. In 12 steps by 4 different methods. So that bits and pieces total will be more near accurate than any other way to judge the student. Also, it's not about just this. Also, it's very important to know that in both cases, now let us look at the initial example. In any case, the post-mortem is not useful to anybody except to an employer. Whereas in the formative or internal method, the marks are not for the external people, it is for the student's consumption and usage. So, there are two ways to think about it. Do we want marks to represent accuracy to the employer, or do we want marks drive the student to learn? And lastly, let me sum it up. In any case, most of the employers conduct their own interviews and their own tests. So in any case, even if you are doing summative assessment or more on the external, the employer is saying, no, I don't, employer is saying this, that I don't care how you assess them, you are not accurate. So in any case, if the employer is considering you inaccurate, you have to be innovative and try more and more methods till you become accurate, and in the meantime at least help the student learn better by using more of internal assessment and bits and pieces marks. I hope this made a lot of sense. With that, I would like to invite you to innovate in the way you assess students. Thank you.